Imagine this, you're in your first day of your college and suddenly everything is in English. Group assignments, lessons, assignments, exams, viva, everything is in English, and if you are not from an English medium background, it's so hard for you. You feel lost, right? Okay, so let me help you to get you from 0 to 1. So I'm going to share how I overcome this, plus how you can implement these points to your life and get yourself to the next level. Who am I? I'm Tashantan, 21 years old, running my own ventures, marketing enthusiast, full stack developer, and of course a content creator with the awesome fans. If you ask me about my education qualifications, I think I am learning 40,000 people's minds. So that's my assignment at the moment. So if you ask me about my graduation, I think it's up to you all. So you all can graduate me. So you know what I'm saying, right? You got the point. So let's get into this video. So as first thing, let me share main challenges I've gone through in terms of my college life and in terms of learning English in my college life. Okay, so English is something I never been into in my school life, because I have studied in a Tamil medium. So yes, of course we learn English in terms of theoretical way, not in a practical way. So we always learn about the grammar, vocabulary and sentence making and everything, but we never get a chance to apply that in our life. So I think in my life, college is the point where it completely broken and I was pushed to speak in English. Okay, and I was alone there too. I've never had much friends in my college life. I mean, in the beginning I never had friends, so I have to speak if I want to make friends. So first challenge, when I get into my first class, lecturer was speaking in English and he's sharing slides in English. I'm able to read, I'm able to understand what I'm reading, but I'm not able to understand what he is saying, because he was speaking very fast and his fluency is so good. So that's so hard for me to understand. And of course, in the practical life, not every lectures are like that also. Some speak in single and mixed English and some speak very slow English. So some stuff can be understand, but not all the stuff. So challenge number two is speaking with my classmates. Of course, when you sit together with 100 people, you have to speak, otherwise you will feel so depressed, right? And it doesn't matter when you become a professional and when you get into workspace and then doing a part-time degree, that doesn't matter. But when you do a foundation or something for full time, of course you need to speak with your friends. So to speak with somebody, you need to know English, and of course we are zero at that point. And number 3, finally, viva presentation. So this works a bit different compared to first two, because in the presentation and viva you can't I can't personally memorize and speak, because that's not something I've adapted to. Because when we speak in our native language, it's it's for us to think and speak and explain something in the point, it's so easy. But English, we have to work on the vocabulary, grammar and stuff, and then only we can present something in English. So these are the 3 different scenarios that actually happened in my starting point of my college. Give me a minute. Wherever you are in your life, if you want to get yourself to the next step, if you are in 0, if you want to move to 1, I'm here to help you. So if you want a personal coaching call with me every month or every week, what you have to do is go to our Patreon page and put the subscription. So I'm offering this for just $1. It's because it should be accessible for everyone out there in this community, in this family. So if you want a personal coaching with me, just go there, put the subscription, I'll send you the call link. Let's schedule the call and let's analyze yourself, and I'll try to connect you with the right people, and if I can help you, I'll also help you. Simple. So this is all about helping each other and growing together. I think first semester I was able to manage, because most of the stuffs are exams, so I'm good at exams, so I'm able to manage and do the exams. But the second semester, I think that's where I started more struggle, because we need to present stuff, and we need to like explain whatever we are doing in terms of the projects and the presentations. So for that I've like did few things. So let me share what worked for me and what you can also try. So step number 1, fake it till you make it. I think this is something I still believe. You don't have to know everything, and you don't need to know everything. I mean, we can't learn everything at once as well, right? So English also something like that. So you can't learn whole English vocabulary or dictionary at once. So it should get adapted to you by the time. So when you're starting, if you think you are 0, you can't even start. So you need to think you are 1, 0, 1. So you need to think you know the stuffs. So that's what I'm saying by like fake it till you make it. So you fake your English until you make it. So you have to act. You have to act with your lecturer. You have to act with your friends. So I think if you start acting, you will at least try to manage the things. So by trying to manage things, you will automatically adapt it to the actual things. So that's actually worked for me. So step number 2 is keep speaking no matter what happens. Again, so this is something you can't ignore, because if you don't know words, if you don't know how to make sentence, if you don't know like what they are actually speaking, if you stop and then boom, it's over. If you keep speaking, things will go on, and by the time you will learn. So again, it's like this. English is something, for me, it's like putting me into a pool when I don't know how to swim. So likewise, when you like put yourself, when you don't know something only, you will know it, right? So you have to jump when you think you can't jump. So that's how it works here as well. So you need to start speaking and do not stop speaking English. So number 3, use AI tools. Yes, so this is something I'm not aware of when I was studying, because it was 3 years back. But now I'm not into any college, and I'm not into any lecturers on stuff. But nowadays people have the fingertips access for AI. So when you don't know something, when a lecturer is saying something, you can even type in your phone and check what he is saying. I mean, you can use the AI to translate and transcribe, and of course to explain a word, explain a sentence or paragraph. So you can use it. So use the maximum of AI. And again, if you ask me what are the AIs as a student we can use, I've already made a video about it, about ChatGPT and DeepSeek and stuff. So you can check that video out. I'll give the link in the description as well. Go and check it out. So step number 4, stop complaining and start learning. Yes, again, if you don't have food for the next meal, do you keep complaining and regretting, or else do you find a way to eat something? So same thing applies here. Find a way to learn English. So don't keep complaining. So I know that you are into this video just because you want to improve yourself. Likewise, get yourself into the situation and learn something new. I think this habit will definitely help you in all the ways. If you want to learn a new skill, new language, you need this skill to get into that language or skill. Okay, so keep your mind always focused and do not complain. And finally, let me give you an example. Okay, I think when I started these YouTube videos, I decided I'm going to post one video every single Monday. It didn't work very well when I'm posting in the first 4 weeks. Okay, so 5th week I decided, okay, why should I post again? But again, something inside me pushed to do it. No, we have started something, so we can't stop it. So I started to keep posting, and again in the 6th week it worked very well. Okay, and then after the 6th week, 10th, 11th are working so well, and the audience are growing faster, and community is building more and more stronger. So that's the thing. So when I was starting, let's take my YouTube channel. So if you take like 10 videos back, if you take my first video in this series, just look at my English. look at my English, look at my pronunciation, even look at the cut points. So right now this video might have like three cut points that I like missed the wordings, otherwise there's no cut points. And like, but if you check the previous video, the first video, that has a lot of cut times. I can't speak fluently continuously for 20 minutes, and I need to read the script. But now I don't need to read the script. I just want the points on my hand, so I have the points on my hand. So when I don't remember something, I just look at the points, that's it. I don't need a script to speak. So this can't happen in just one video. It take a lot of effort and hard work and consistency and perseverance to do this. Okay, so that's all in this video. If you learned something good from this video, just hit the like button, and if you have any questions, comment, and if you have any other points you think that it's helping you to get you to next level in English or in your lectures or in your assignments, do share it in the comments so people will learn about you as well. So I'm happy to share my story, plus I'm very much eager to hear your story as well. So until I hear your story, thank you so much for joining this video. I'll see you on next Monday. Goodbye. I'm Dashantan.